Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this shawl. You may have forgotten this, but you know when you were a child and every day was just like a fun adventure and a reason to celebrate, and you would just do creative things and express yourself and just get lost in time doing all those fun, exciting things. I find that often when we grow up, we get so caught up in adulting and doing all the responsible things that we forget to play and express ourselves and find time to do things that really light our hearts up. And so, on that note, this shawl, which is so gorgeous by the way, was designed for you by Alexis Burrows, and it was inspired by childhood memories like kaleidoscopes and cupcakes with sprinkles, birthday parties, the summer sun, all that fun stuff. And so we hope that this shawl is a reminder to you, smile and laugh and just do more fun things that you love every day. And I think you're really gonna love this shawl because it features a few beginner level stitch patterns that repeat throughout the shawl. They are quite simple and you can easily adjust the width and the length as you see fit. If you would love the full written PDF of this pattern, which includes the cast on number, the color change info, the yarn and needle information, as well as the specific yarn we used, which is our Romantic Morning Hues Pearlescent Fingering Kit, then you can head to expressionfiberarts.com and we will put the link in the description for you. Let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. This pattern uses 4 colors and each color has its own stitch pattern with a seed stitch border. Simple. Color 1 is just garter stitch. It is a 1-row repeat. So we're going to start with a little seed stitch border, and you're going to find this throughout the shawl. You're going to knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, and there's your seed stitch border. Now you're going to knit across until you have 5 stitches left. Knit, knit, knit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get 2 more in there. When you have 5 stitches left, you're going to work your seed stitch border over here, which is knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. The second color is ridged rib stitch, which is a simple 4-row repeat. For the ridged rib stitch, go ahead and work your seed stitch border again. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, and then the same thing. It's actually the same as the row we just worked. You're going to knit across until you have 5 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to work your seed stitch border. Knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. We're going to go ahead and work the second row in this section. Again, working our seed stitch border. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. Now again, you're going to knit across until 5 stitches remain. Told you it was nice and easy. You're going to love this pattern so much. You can watch TV, you can listen to an audiobook, chat with your friends. When you have 5 stitches left, you're going to work your seed stitch border again. Knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. Love it. Okay, let's go ahead and move along. For the next row, you're going to knit 1, and then you're going to repeat across your row, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, and just keep going all the way across. Knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, and this is going to take care of your seed stitch border, so you don't even have to think about anything special. Just keep knitting 1 and purling 1. So that's that row. When you get onto the final row of this section, again, you're going to work your seed stitch border, which you probably have memorized already. Knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. Then you're going to repeat across until you have 5 stitches left. Knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit one. And then when you have 5 stitches left, you know what to do. You're gonna work a little seed stitch border, knit one, purl one, knit, purl, oops, yes, that was a purl, and knit. There you go. The third color is woven stitch, which is another easy 4-row repeat. Now we're gonna work the woven stitch. To do that, you're gonna start with your little seed stitch border, just like you've been doing. Knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. You're gonna get really good at that border. Then you're gonna knit one. Now you're gonna move your yarn to the front and you're gonna slip one knitwise. Bloop. And then you're gonna move your yarn to the back and you're gonna knit one. Then you're gonna repeat that across your row till you have 5 stitches left. Yarn to the front, slip one knitwise, yarn to the back, knit one. Let's do it one more time. Yarn to the front, slip one knitwise, yarn to the back, knit one. Then finish off with your seed stitch border, which is knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. Flip it around. Let's go ahead and work the next row for this section. Start with your seed stitch border, knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. And you do want to make sure that you are getting a nice little seed stitch going. Then you're just going to purl across your row, so yarn to the front, until you have 5 stitches remaining. And I bet you know what you're going to do with those 5 stitches. So just go ahead and purl all the way across. One more. When you have 5 stitches left, work your seed stitch border. Knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. Continuing along to the 3rd row on this section, work your seed stitch border again, of course. Knit and purl, and knit and purl, and knit. Once you've worked that, you're going to knit 2, 1, 2. Then you're going to move the yarn to the front, slip one knitwise, move the yarn to the back, and knit one. Repeat all the way across until you have 6 stitches left. Yarn to the front, slip one knitwise, yarn to the back, knit one. When you have 6 stitches left, you're going to knit one and then work your seed stitch border. Knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. I feel like you can do that border in your sleep now. You're so awesome. Final row for this section, seed stitch border, knit and purl, and knit and purl, and knit. Now you're going to purl across until 5 stitches remain. I told you this was such an easy pattern. If you would like, you could put little stitch markers on the sides of the borders so you don't have to count, you know, when you get down to the last 5 stitches. Like you could put a little stitch marker here. That's totally up to you. So you purl across and then you work your seed stitch border like always. There you go. And the 4th color is broken rib stitch, which is a 2-row repeat. Now for our broken rib stitch, let's go. Seed stitch border, knit, purl, knit, purl, and knit. Now you're going to knit across until 5 stitches remain. Yes, you have seen this row before. Super easy. Loop, loop, loop. 5 stitches are left. You know what to do. Let's all say it together. Knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one, knit one. I have to admit, I love seed stitch so much. It is one of my all-time favorite stitches. Okay, final row we're going to be learning today. Knit one. You're going to repeat across your row. Purl one, knit one, and just keep going all the way across. Knit one, purl one, knit one. You're going to get really good at moving that yarn to the front and the back. Purl one, knit one. I usually do say purl one and knit one as I'm doing it just to make sure I'm not messing up, but that's totally up to you. And there you go. Lovely. So there you have it. Those are the stitch patterns that you're gonna need for this shawl. And the really cool thing about this pattern is you can actually mix and match the colors and the stitch patterns however you see fit. Have fun knitting this shawl and check the description box for all the links and info. And remember today to do something that makes you feel like a kid again, because after all, you deserve to be happy. All right, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
The new lens is autofocusing like crazy.
Oh, that's your new lens?
Yeah. Wow. My, what a big lens you have.
Whoa, the better to focus on you, my dear.
Gross.
Ew.
Can't put that in the B-roll.